How are you doing? And hello, beautiful Seren Stars. I'm happy to be back after having not an intentional break, but I had lots of things coming up and then I wasn't feeling great, because when some of us sensitive people go out into the world, it can be a bit draining. But I am back and really happy to be here. So these are your shorter Oracle Tarot readings. And as many of you know who are regular, I'm a spiritualist medium and I get messages and images and words, and we have lots of synchronicities with the cards that come through often, which is beautiful. I say as well, if you're not drawn to the card, your main card that I pull, there are many other readings on my profile to choose from. So do go and check those out. Okay, let's see what your main card is. It will either fly out or I'll put it in the bowl and I'll choose it. We'll just see what happens. We go with the flow. As I was tuning in today, this one's popped up. So we go with this one. I see, at first it looked like the Virgin Mary, but then it turned into, those dolls, like little wooden ones, the originals, and then it would be like a doll within a doll within a doll. I don't know if they're from Russia. I don't know where they're from, but I remember seeing them when I was little, so I will find out what they're called and put a little clip in this video picture so you can see what I'm talking about. But it was kind of showing like our outer layers, and the one in the middle is like our core, our center layer, which is our true self, if you like. Everything else, like human life, is just kind of these outer shells and these outer layers. So it'll be really interesting to see if anything comes up with that today. I was also seeing my old pet come through, my old dog Ginger, and I was also seeing images of my new rescue dog that's on the way. So maybe something will come out to do with dogs today. So we will see. Or maybe you have a beloved animal in heaven, as many of us do, running in to say hello. You have to excuse my voice. It may give out slightly. I've been singing today and I haven't really had a good sing in ages, so I've kind of lost my voice slightly. So let's shuffle you some more cards together. Let's go for some angel cards. Give these a good shuffle. I'm seeing the number 2 and then I'm seeing the number 22. So that could be an important date for you, like a birthday, anniversary, something like that. Maybe you'll find something important out on the 2nd or 22nd. But yeah, 2 and 2. I'm seeing. So Spirit and the cards, what other messages do you have for people across the globe today? I hope you're all having a lovely day wherever you are across the world. I like them to fly out or jump up. So we'll just keep going and we'll see what happens. My shuffling's not on form today. Okay, this one popped up, so we're going to go for that one. And we are going to shuffle one more card. And I think we'll go for this pack today. Let's give them a shuffle. So Spirit and the cards. What messages do you have for all the lovely people across the world? I feel so lucky to have you all here joining us on these readings from all different countries. Oh, that one jumped out. It did flip over, but I don't know what it is because I didn't look. So we'll put that back down. Okay. Let's go on to your first card. And I'm getting the words. They give me certain words and certain sentences to explain things and part of the message. Okay. They give me the words fortune favors the bold. So let's turn this over. You have the 6 of autumn, and we had the beautiful Kiwi not too long ago. So you may have had this card then pop out, and you can see in this pack here there are many cards. Okay, so for the same cards to be popping out again is often like a sign and a synchronistic moment. Your success and prosperity have allowed you to pay off debts, acquire wise loans, or receive a grant or scholarship in return for heaven's blessings. Be sure to share the wealth with others through donations of time or money to reputable charities. And then was giving me fortune favors the bold. And I'm seeing the word project, okay? And this is all about, doing something and being prosperous. From this, you may be at the beginning of whatever this is. You may be in the midst of it, okay? Already, building this project up, okay? And this can be business. I know project's probably the wrong word, but it can be to do with family. It could be growing a family. It could be growing a flourishing relationship, like a long-term relationship. I feel that it could be buying a house. I feel this is more to do with a business project or studies and things like that, and success, the success it brings from building this up, okay? And here we have the coin here in the kiwi's mouth, and we have the feather coming down. And they showed me this before, and they often show me this, the feather in a hat, to represent, gaining a feather in your hat and the success from all your hard work. And I'm seeing the word efforts here. I'm just going to focus some more. Right in the background, I'm seeing blue butterflies flying. I'm seeing the word metamorphosis. So part of this, I'm seeing the word growth and this project, and this, I'm seeing the word change, is your own life. I'm seeing the word life and metamorphosis, okay? So I'm seeing the word plan and pathway, okay? So part of that, maybe part of it isn't directly. I'm seeing the word, and I'm seeing visions here too, and I'm seeing a woman, and she's changing. The way she looks, the way she thinks and the way she feels is all changing. But I don't feel necessarily in this, the main part of this reading is that this project was about changing yourself and metamorphosizing. But as you are learning, you're growing, you're developing. I'm seeing doorways opening, new doorways opening, and new pathways. I'm seeing meeting new people. Naturally, you will change. I'm seeing for the better. I'm seeing the word circle and circle of friends. I'm seeing the word circumstances. I'm seeing the word environment, so where you live. I'm seeing the word office, so maybe you like changing to a new building, changing to a new job. Okay, I'm seeing the word career. So it does feel more career related, okay, to success and making money. But you are evolving, you are changing. I'm seeing the words leaving the old behind. And that connects in, and that makes sense to show me again the dolls, the wooden dolls within dolls, so outdated versions of ourselves as well. You'll be climbing out of and shedding, they're showing me, an outdated version of yourself, and that give me the word upgrade. So I don't think it's all for all of you that it's necessarily intentional, but it will come hand in hand with these new plans, whether that's new jobs, moving to a new area, a new partnership of some kind. Okay, maybe some of you have lost weight, but it won't just be about, say for example, just losing the weight. Your whole attitude will shift. Okay, and they give me the word lightness, not only in weight, but just about how you feel about yourself and about the world, and they're giving me your view and your outlook. So all this change and all this success with this project, okay, comes this new you, this new version of you, okay? And I'm seeing there was happier you, happier mindset, okay? And they're giving me the more, okay? So the more you're working towards whatever this project is, or these goals, they give me the word goals, there will be this natural change with that, and progression in your, your spirit, your inner being will shine brighter. They're showing me here by getting rid of, I'm seeing a lot of they're stripping off, they're using me as an example, but they're stripping off layers from me in like dark, heavy baggage. Okay, so maybe some of you or many of you have been feeling quite weighed down by certain aspects of your life. This could be your weight, this could be relationships in your life, toxic relationships, or just outgrown relationships and friendships, okay, that don't lift you up. They're showing me that the 5D, and they're showing me vibrating at a higher level, okay? I'm just focusing here on the images. They're showing you in the middle and people around you in a circle, and those people are holding hands, and they're showing me that like surrounding yourself with supportive people. Okay, they're showing me like a toolbox, have a toolbox of different things that you can dip into to help you to achieve and to be this higher vibrating, happier version of yourself. So it could be positive mindset, it could be cognitive behavioral therapy, it could be meditation, it could be exercise, it could be singing, it could be dancing, whatever. They just show me examples of something in your toolbox, things in your toolbox that help you to evolve, okay, help you with this project. Maybe they show me some obstacles, some obstacles along the way, and how you can dissolve this stress or any heaviness around you. And to help make it smoother, this transition, they're giving you a transition and smoother, okay? So set up things that you can put in place or reach out, things that will help you on this next chapter, okay? And I'm seeing the book opening, and the new chapter, and the new you, okay? A more higher vibrational version of you, happier version of you, okay? We may come back. We're going to go to the next card. I think I'm going to go for this one. Progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus on how far you've come and all that you've learned, okay? And we're talking here about, success and prosperity and blessings, and it's all positive outcomes. And I was seeing the project here and the feather in your hat, and we were just talking about also tools in your box and obstacles along the way. And it definitely is not perfection. You're not reaching for perfection, okay? Give me the word goals again. So I feel that is very important to set the goals, so you have the goal posts, you have somewhere to aim for. I'm just going to focus some more on this card and see what I get through. I'm just going to breathe through this. I feel that's an important part of the message, is breathing through this, okay? Breath work can be extremely helpful. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, to take yourself away, you can have a break and you can rest and you can recuperate in between. They're showing me it doesn't happen sort of overnight kind of thing. They're giving me baby steps. And this blue here, as I was tuning in today, and this is the apatite crystal. I will look that up and see the spiritual meaning of that. But as I was tuning in today, they was putting me in this beautiful blue light and cleansing me, okay? So I feel part of your progression, and they're giving me metamorphosis is this cleansing, this healing, okay, releasing. They're giving me the words releasing, and this beautiful blue light is pouring over you. And it may be helpful to get some of this crystal or other crystals, blue crystals, cleansing crystals here. They give me, don't give yourself a hard time, okay? So maybe some of you do, you know, kind of your own worst enemy. If anyone's holding you back the most, it would be yourself, kind of thing. So they want lots of positive thinking, lots of effort into things in place to help you with this project or this change, okay? Support in place. So it could be a new job, making sure that you've got support there and supervision, people you can talk to, okay, when things get difficult, or being organized. It could be a new course, you know, your travel, and how are you going to cope if you get burnt out easily. Self-care, you know, what self-care practices are you putting in place? Joy and fun. Are you making time for joy and fun along the way? That's really important too. And they're giving me balance, the word balance. Okay, let's go on to the next card. How beautiful is that? Lost lands, soul, memories, and gifts. You've done this before. How beautiful. It almost feels like, as I look, and it is lost lands. Lost lands makes me think of Atlantis, and I feel like I'm underwater as I'm looking at this card. What else can you give me, Spirit, with this card? I'm seeing, they use me as an example, but it's a woman in a canoe, and she's canoeing along. It's like a river. The waters are calm, they're not turbulent, but it's obviously work that has to be put into this project. Work has to be done. At the same time, it's enjoyable. You know, the scenery around me is beautiful. So it's some effort, but effort in an enjoyable sense, okay? There's going to be some, it could be mental labor, physical labor, you know, but it can be enjoyable. They give me the word achieve and a sense of achievement, and they're making me now, they're turning it into, you know, when the race boats, and there's several of them. So it's gone from just one person now to one of those really long boats, and there's a team of you. So I feel that there's going to be that support, and there's going to be a team of you helping to get this project off the ground, or whatever this is around you. You would know more than anyone what this circumstance is. Other people would be coming in to help. Will you be helping each other? You know, it's definitely a team effort there. Maybe you felt a bit alone in life and doing things alone. And I can completely relate. And my life is taking a huge shift. I'm really happy to announce I got onto not the first course I applied for, but another one, and it came out of left field. I didn't expect it. Through the same university offered me another MA course, still along the lines of what I was interested in, you know. So it came left field, unexpected. And I was saying in another reading that, you know, something better will come along, unexpected, and for me it did. So for many of you, they're showing in these messages that this is a positive message for you, okay? So sometimes life isn't always how we planned, or what we achieve doesn't always bring us the happiness or the joy that we expected. Sometimes the unexpected and this change in trajectory can bring us more joy. And align is the words that I'm seeing more with your plans and your projects, okay? And it'll bring more of the success, the prosperity, and the happiness, and being able to share with the community. I feel this is very much It's seeing the team of you as well. This is a community, positive outcomes for the community and with people in the community. So maybe some of you are doing some charitable work too, or thinking about that, as I have been, you know, and it all kinds of aligned, and they give me like a puzzle, all ends up fitting in place here. What else can you give me with this beautiful card? They're giving me success is yours. And they give me someone grabbing and feeling like it's always out of reach, you know, or they're showing me a vision of a woman out underwater and she's trying to get to the surface and she's just trying to get to the light, and it's always felt just out of reach, just out of your grab, okay? They give me the words mindset and these new chapters. And as always, I love this when they give me this, you've got this. Whatever it is in your life, okay, you've got this. And then I'm seeing someone giving you one last push, you know, to achieve, to reach your goals. There's one last, you know, not last lap, you know, obviously continues our journey, but to this next step, to this next version. And I'm being given upgraded, higher vibrational version of you. And again, as always, I feel many of you are very creative and very spiritual people. They give me those mathematician and someone crunching the numbers and the words crunching the numbers. So it's working out. So maybe you have to work out the finances a bit and how you're going to pay for this, that, and the other. But they're saying, don't worry. Don't worry. Worrying too much will put blockages in your way. Try not to worry too much. Plan, yes, but try not to have that as your main focus or worry. You're taking away the worry and we're taking away the fear here. Giving you us enjoy the next steps, okay? Enjoy the next steps of your journey. How beautiful is that? Absolutely love these cards that you have today. Okay, that is your beautiful reading. I want to thank you for joining us here today, and I also want to thank Spirit and the cards for joining us and giving us these beautiful messages, and I will see you in your next reading. God bless.